Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to study the poem Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpa T.S. Dear children, this poem is written by Nissim Ezekiel. And in this poem, we can see the way Indians use the English language. English is a second language for us, and many of Indians do not have good command over this language, and they make mistakes while speaking. In this poem, Nissim Ezekiel narrates an incident when a lady, namely Miss Pushpa, is supposed to leave India, and her colleagues arranged a farewell party for her. So here we can see in the poem, the narrator, who is a man, uses quite funny English. Now let's start the poem. Friends, our dear sister is departing for foreign in 2-3 days, and we are meeting today to wish her bon voyage. Bon voyage is a French phrase. It means when we translate it, the translation we get, have a nice trip. When it is an expression for good wishes when someone leaves on a journey. When someone leaves on a journey, we say have a nice trip or good luck, have a safe journey. So the meaning of bon voyage is have a nice trip. Dear children, in this poem you will not see much difficult words. Okay, very easy words you can see. And now try to understand this poem. The narrator says, friends, our dear sister is departing for foreign in 2-3 days, and we are meeting today to wish her bon voyage. Now the narrator begins by announcing that their dear friend Miss Pushpa is about to leave the country, and they all have gathered there to wish her good luck, to bid a goodbye to her. You are all knowing, friends, what sweetness is in Miss Pushpa. I don't mean only external sweetness, but internal sweetness. Miss Pushpa is smiling and smiling, even for no reason, but simply because she is feeling. Here, he then starts praising Miss Pushpa. He is admiring her, and he says that she is beautiful not only because of her charms, but her honesty as well. Here narrator is not only praising the physical appearance of a person, but he counts here the inner qualities of Miss Pushpa, because she keeps smiling each time. She is here by the narrator, it is described that she is a good person, and she is smiling all the time, and if there is no reason also, then also she keeps on smiling. Okay, let's see the third stanza of the poem. Miss Pushpa is coming from very high family. Her father was renowned advocate in Bulsar or Surat. I am not remembering now which place. The narrator says that she comes from a reputed family. Her father is a renowned advocate. Renowned means very famous advocate. The narrator doesn't remember the place and guesses that it could be Bulsar or Surat. He then starts talking about himself. Now, In the previous paragraph, we can see that he was praising Miss Pushpa. But now, in this paragraph, we can see that he started speaking by himself. He says in Bulsar or Surat, I am not remembering now which place. Next paragraph, Surat. Yes, once only I stayed in Surat with my family members of my uncle's very old friend. His wife was cooking nicely. That was long time ago. In this paragraph, the narrator says that according to him, long ago he had stayed in Surat with his uncle's friends, family. His wife used to cook very delicious food. First he was confused whether in Bulsar or Surat. Then in this paragraph we see that he stayed in Surat and there he stayed with his uncle's friend's family. Next paragraph, coming back to Miss Pushpa, she is most popular lady with men also and ladies also. Whenever I asked her to do anything, she was saying, just now only I will do it. That is showing good spirit. I am always appreciating the good spirit. Now again, in this paragraph we see that he started talking about Miss Pushpa. Clear? In the previous paragraph he talked about himself. After that, the narrator returns back to Miss Pushpa's praise. He says that according to him, she is quite popular as she does everything whenever asked to do. She is very popular among the ladies and gents in all, because she is always doing whatever is being asked. She never says no, and this is the good spirit. Next paragraph is Pushpa Miss is never saying no whatever I or anybody is asking. She is always saying yes, and today she is going to improve her prospect, and we are wishing her bon voyage. Now I ask other speakers to speak, and afterwards Miss Pushpa will do summing up. Again, here in this paragraph we can see that the narrator is praising Miss Pushpa and saying that whenever anybody is asking her to do anything, she is always ready. She never refuses. And now it's a good chance for Miss Pushpa to improve herself. Maybe she is getting another good opportunity in her life. So he says that now she is leaving. He asked others also to bid a goodbye. Here he asked others, those who are present there, he asked others also to speak something about Miss Pushpa. And in the end, he asked Miss Pushpa to sum up that event. Clear? So it's a very simple poem, and we don't find much difficult words in this. And I hope you understood this poem and learned first two stanzas of this poem. Thank you.